On your mark, get set, let's go. This is Mr. Bryce. I'm with Susquehanna Valley High School here and in Conklin, and there's my email address if you have to ask me any questions. We are going over the Algebra 1 Common Core Regents exam that was given on Thursday, June 16, 2016. We are number 28. Okay, Amy solved the equation 2x squared plus 5x minus 42 equals 0. She stated that the solutions were 7/2 and -6. Do you agree with Amy's solutions? Explain why or why not. So we have questions here. Do you agree with Amy's? Explain and actually do the work. There are several ways you can approach this problem. Number one, you take the 2x squared, and instead of writing the x, you write 7/2 plus 5 times 7/2 minus 42 question mark equals 0. I grab my calculator, and I can type that in exactly the way it looks. 2 parenthesis 7 divided by 2 squared plus 5 parenthesis 7 divided by 2, close it, minus 42 equals 0. Now that we know that it actually equals 0, let's show a little bit of work. Okay, and the reason why is the first time I actually did this, I forgot the square. This is 24.5, and this is 17.5, minus 42 equals 0, 42 minus 42 equals 0, 0 equals 0. So far, we're good. Now, all we do is the same thing with -6. 2 times -6 squared. Why'd I put in parentheses? Because, hey, when you put it outside parentheses, it's going to come out with -36. Put it inside parentheses, it's going to come out as +36. And we're squaring a negative times a negative. So like I said, -6 squared is 36. Do it on your calculator. That's 72. Plus -30. You do it on your calculator. Minus 42 equals 0. So we have 42 minus 42 equals 0. 0 equals 0. We did not answer the question. Yes, Amy is correct. Do you agree with Amy's solutions? Yes, I do. Explain why or why not. When I substituted (7/2) and also -6, both solved to be 0. There's one way to do it. You put the equation into y equals. Make sure it's correct. It is correct. Look at the table. Look at -6 on the table, and you are going to see a 0. Right? -6, 0. The y is 0. Now, the problem is, how do we get to 7/2? 7/2 is the same as 3.5. So you go to second table set, start at 3.5. Oh, and go up by halves. Now you look at the table, there it is, 3.50. And you write a sentence saying, yes, when I type the equation into my graphing calculator in the y equals spot, I set the table to start at 3.5 and go up by halves. Both 7/2 and -6 showed zeros. And you should actually copy the table down. Okay, here, wait just a second. Here is your question coming up. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's your question. Tom was playing with a water rocket. Before doing so, he needed to make sure it would land in a safe place. He knew, from the box the rocket came in, that it would follow the path of, it's technically y equals 2x squared minus 40x minus 600, but I want to make sure that those are the zeros where it's going to take off and land at. it's going to take off and land at. He thinks the solutions are -10 and 30. Are those correct solutions? Explain why or why not. So what does this mean in real life? Go ahead and do the solution, but I wanted to let you know what this meant in real life. It meant in real life that you're going to stand 10 feet back from something, like a bush that you're going to fly it over, and 30 feet, it's going to land 30 feet to the other side of that bush or tree in a safe place. Okay, so if you have any questions, make sure you ask us in class. Hand this in as a homework assignment. Hey, if you're not one of my students, then go ahead and do it and hand it to your teacher. You have a great day. Bye-bye.